All right, you perfection prisoners, prepare for some profit producing truth. Perfect information is just another way to go bankrupt slowly. While you're waiting for 95% certainty, your competitor with 70% confidence has already failed twice, succeeded once, and they are scaling their way to success to steal your customers. Amazon makes $1 million and $1 billion bets with 70% of the desired data because they know that waiting for 90% certainty means maintaining day two mediocrity until death. Hello, my name is Todd Hagopian. I'm the original Stagnation Assassin, CEO of Stagnation Assassins, and the executive director of the Stagnation Intelligence Agency. As always, this will be a fast paced, bold, in your face episode where we will help teach all the aspiring stagnation assassins out there how to declare war on stagnation. If you have issues with analysis paralysis while opportunities evaporate like morning mist, in this podcast, you will discover why 70% information and confidence triggers action. You'll discover how Amazon's day one mentality drives dominance and how rapid feedback loops turn imperfect decisions into perfect profits. Picture this perfectionist purgatory. Your competitor launches 3 products with 70% confidence while you're still perfecting PowerPoints for your first product that needs 99% certainty. They're learning from real customers while you're learning from conference room speculation. The perfect information illusion has infected entire industries. Companies conducting studies of studies, analyses of analyses, creating decision trees so complex that they look like Amazon rainforests. Meanwhile, scrappy startups with spreadsheets and spirit are eating their lunch, dinner, and tomorrow's breakfast. I heard about this pharmaceutical company not developing drugs, but software. They spent 2 years analyzing the perfect patient portal. Research groups, focus groups, consultants, committees. By launch, 3 competitors had iterated through 5 versions of each. The pharma portal was perfect and perfectly irrelevant, all at once. Here's the brutal business biology. Information has a half-life. By the time you gather 95% certainty, half your data is outdated. Markets move, customers change, competitors adapt. Your perfect information is perfectly describing a world that no longer exists. Analysis paralysis feels responsible, but it creates more risk than rapid action. Why? Because while you're analyzing, you're not learning. Real learning comes from real launches, not conference room conjecture. Every day delayed is data denied. There was this financial service firm that required 15 approvals and 6-month studies for any new product. Their startup competitor launched in 2 weeks with 2 approvals. Guess who captured the emerging market? The firm's post-mortem showed that they'd spent about $3 million studying an opportunity that generated $30 million for their fastest rival. But here's the really repulsive revelation. Perfect information doesn't even exist. Even with 100% of available data, you're still guessing about customer reaction, competitive response, and market evolution. You're pursuing a phantom while opportunities flee. Another company created decision criteria matrices requiring 47 data points before proceeding. 47. They measured everything measurable, while competitors who measured momentum were already at the finish line. Their precision created paralysis. Their caution created catastrophe. It is time to weaponize the 70% rule and leave the perfectionist paralysis in the dust. When you have 70% of the information that you wish you had, and you have 70% confidence in your direction, move right now. This isn't recklessness, it's calculated courage. Amazon's implementation is legendary. Bezos explains that type 1 decisions, irreversible, might need 90%, but type 2 decisions, reversible decisions, which are almost every kind, should be made fast with 70% of information. Waiting longer means you're operating in day 2. Stasis followed by irrelevance, followed by death. The decision matrix clarifies categories. Map your decisions by reversibility and impact. High impact, irreversible, take a little more time. Everything else, 70% triggers actions. One company discovered that about 85% of their decisions were type 2, yet they were all treated like constitutional amendments. Build rapid feedback loops that turn decent decisions into great ones. Launch with 70%, learn fast, adjust faster. A software company released features to 1% of users immediately upon 70% confidence. Real usage data in days beat months of speculation. The compound advantage of speed shocks spreadsheet worshippers. Make 10 decisions monthly at 70% confidence with 80% success rate, and you get 8 wins. Make 2 decisions monthly at 95% confidence with 90% success rate, 1.8 wins. Speed beats precision by 4 times. But here's the counterintuitive catalyst. 70% decisions often become better than 90% decisions. Why? Because they're tested in reality and not theory. Real customer feedback beats conference room consensus every time. A retail chain's 70% store concept refined through rapid iteration outperformed their perfect flagship design. Surprised? No. Learning velocity accelerates with the 70% rule. Each quick decision generates data for the next. You're not just moving faster, you're learning faster. One executive told me our worst 70% decision taught us more than our best analysis. Type 2 thinking transforms organizations. When teams know that most decisions are reversible, fear evaporates. A friend's company posts signs, make it reversible, make it fast. Decision velocity increased about 400%, while decision quality actually improved. Speed created competence. The 70% muscle requires exercise. Start with small decisions, vendor choices, feature priorities, marketing messages. Build confidence through repetition. Graduate to the bigger bets. One CEO started with $10,000 decisions and now makes $10 million calls at 70% confidence. Remember, visit toddhagopian.com for some awesome free content on slaying stagnation, or go straight to the source and visit the world's largest stagnation slaughterhouse at stagnationassassins.com. Make sure to sign up for updates, follow me on all the socials, buy our books, do all the things. But most importantly, tune in next time as we continue to declare war on stagnation. And now for your homework. Your 70% transformation starts now. List 3 decisions that you've been pondering on for more than a week, and rate your current information and confidence level. If either hits 70, decide today, not tomorrow, not after one more meeting, today. Track the outcomes for 1 month and see how speed beats precision. You will never worship at the altar of analysis paralysis again. What decision have you been delaying under the disguise of due diligence? Go out and look, come back and tell. Good talking to you. Look forward to next time.